Now, WGEM Sports Extra with Sports Director Tony Cornish Jr.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for this maiden voyage, you could say, for our beautiful Sports Extra jetliner that we're happy and delighted to have you on board on this second Friday of the second month of the new year. We start off with a trip to the Western Big Six Conference hardwood. Where else would we start on a Friday night, right? That's right. Put on your hard hat right now. Put on the hat. Put on the work boots. Get the lunch pail, because the play on the WB6 hardwood is not meant for the meek, as 0-1 Quincy High played host to the Maple Leafs of Geneseo in their conference opener for 2021. It was senior night at Blue Devil this evening as well. All the members from the class of 2021 were introduced before the game. Nice touch by the Quincy High coaching staff. Give all the seniors a chance to come out, greet each other, and get ready to play. On hand this evening, creating a little atmosphere with the Quincy High cheerleaders as well. Good to see them back in Blue Devil wearing the mask as well. Quincy High pacing on offense early here. Brady Rupert will make a strong move to the rack for the first deuce of the game for the blue and white. Nice move there. GHS does respond though. Sophomore Bristol Lewis hits a long three here. Maple Leafs lead 7-3. They were hitting a lot of threes tonight. QHS with the timeout, and Coach Douglas trying to fire up the home team in a big way. He wants to see more intensity on defense and execution on offense. I hear you, Coach. Quincy Junior point guard Teron Cartmill got the message here. Getting out on the break, he'll find Brady Rupert, and Brady gets the hoop plus the foul. That's a big man move in the paint there by 1-2. Unfortunately, he didn't hit the free throw. No three-point play. QHS trailed 27-24 at the halftime break. Brady Rupert and Jeremiah Talton led the way with 9 points, scoring in the first 2 quarters of play. But when it was all said and done at Blue Devil this evening, bad news for Quincy High basketball fans. QHS falls at home 58-48 against the Maple Leafs. Jeremiah Talton finished with 22 points, while Brady Rupert finished with 11 on the night. Blue Devils are now 0-2 on the season. Meanwhile, Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson and the Bombers were looking to take down West Hancock at home tonight. Late first half, off the inbound, West Hancock's Colin Lemery, he drives to the middle of the lane and knocks down the jumper. Titans down double digits at the half. Second half, more Macomb here. Leighton Holdhouse hands the ball off to Tyler Bickers, who drives baseline and gets the lay-in off the glass to extend the Bomber lead. Titans not done yet off the inbound. Isaac Siegfried gets the ball and knocks down the baseline jumper to pull the Titans just a bit closer. Macomb showing off their defense. Leighton Holdhouse comes up with the steal, goes down court and finds Connor Watson, who drives and misses the layup, but Adam Farr is there to collect the rebound and get the putback for the deuce. Macomb fans on hand, they're excited about what they're seeing, making sure they're wearing the mask too. Good to see. When this one is all said and done, your final after 4, West Hancock losing on the road against the Bombers of Macomb 53-26 is your final. Let's travel now to Titletown and check in on those Panthers from Monroe City High on the hardwood in the Show Me State. MC playing host to Centralia on this rather chilly Friday night. Early in the first, the Panthers work the ball around to Mr. Logan Bulig. You got to watch 2-3. He'll drive here and make the sweet bounce pass to Jaden Robertson, who finishes the layup with style. The Panthers go up 18-11 at that point. Couple minutes later, watch Josh Tolton here. He'll find Robertson again for the tough finish inside to extend the lead to 26-25. This was part of a 12-0 run by the Panthers to the second quarter to extend their lead. The highlights of this run was the play by Kyle Hayes, who hesitates in transition and then finishes with the smooth reverse layup to put MC up 30-15. Centralia would try to close the gap before the half. Grant Erisman would score 2 quick buckets before the half. First, this post move inside with the left-hand finish, not too bad. Then just before the halftime buzzer, he drives baseline and does a nice spin move to the rack. That would cut the halftime lead to 43-22. It gives Centralia some momentum going into the break, but Monroe City on their home court, too tough, too strong. It's not happening tonight. They start off that second half strong with nice finish there by Tolton to make it a 45-22 game. And in transition, it's Josiah Tolton. He hits the floater to stretch the lead to 61-25. Nice move by number 1. The final score when this one is all said and done, Monroe City, no problem with Centralia as they win 72-37. Meanwhile, another high school boys hoops action from the Show Me State this evening. Clark County losing at home against South Shelby 54-52 despite a 20-point effort by Mr. Sam Wheeler. I see you, Sam. Clark County will travel to Highland now on Saturday for more hoops action. Girls game gets underway at 12 noon. The boys will start soon after. By the way, Clark County girls also get a win tonight against South Shelby, 72-62. Knox County boys get by North Shelby, 68-47. Brown County beat Carrollton, 63-32. Payson Seymour gets by Unity, 59-31 is that final. And from Whitehall this evening, Griggsville Perry. Keep an eye on these tornadoes. They get by North Green this evening, 64-48. They are undefeated so far in 2021. In Titletown, the ladies' hardwood action got real hot. Top-ranked Monroe City, unbelievable. They lose at home against Centralia, 73-56. MC doesn't lose at home much, especially on the ladies' hardwood. They will be back. Meanwhile, North Shelby Lady Raiders were in action. They fall against Knox County this evening, 46-38. Lady Raiders are now 14-5 on the season. Carolina Lindberger had 13 points this evening, while Ava Williams, she chipped in with 12. Let's go to Hawkeye State now. Check in on Fort Madison. They get by Burlington 65-52. Mallory Ross, what a monster game she had. 31 points and 7 steals. Are you kidding me? Brandy Walker, don't sleep on her. 16 points and 7 rebounds and 4 steals. Camille Cruz, 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. That's consistency that I like. Meanwhile, the Leathernecks of Western Illinois University return home this evening to open their final Summit League series at Weston Hall for the 2021 regular season. And WIU was playing the role, you could say, of gracious host against the University of Denver on the hardwood. Coach J.D. Gravina had his ladies ready to go. Yeah, Leathernecks ready to take on Denver, looking for a victory at home tonight. Late first half, Necks with good ball movement here. Anna Dietz will find Sam Pryor at the top of the key. Pryor knocks down that 3, increasing the lead to double digits. Final minute of the first half. Leathernecks move the ball around the key, and Pryor ends up in the corner and again knocks down a trifecta, making it a 19-point game in the second half. More Leathernecks. Evan Zars gets the ball on the baseline and works her defender down to the rack, and she gets the hoop. Nice touch off the glass for 2. Holding that double-digit lead still in the third quarter, Anna Dietz hands the ball off to Elizabeth Lutz, who pulls up behind the arc, and she hits a bonus ball, holding that 19-point lead. Leathernecks enjoying the long ball here. Grace Gilmore finding Anna Dietz cross court, and Dietz nails the 3. It's a trifecta, party going on at Weston Hall. Your final at Western when it's all said and done. Leathernecks get by Denver 85-68. Leathernecks are now 6-15 and 5-8 in the Summit. Elizabeth Lutz led WIU with 22 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists, and 6 steals. That's a monster game. Meanwhile, the WIU men were ready to face Denver at home this evening, trying to keep their current win streak alive, trying to extend it to 4 games. WIU in trouble early. Denver's Jace Townsend comes up with a steal and goes coast to coast for 2, putting Denver up 12-zip to get things started. The Leathernecks would fight back. Tamil Pearson gets the ball on the baseline. Pearson faces up his defender and works his way back down to the hoop. Pearson gets one off the glass for a deuce. WIU on the board. WIU not done. Colton Sandage drives down the middle of the lane, gets the roll, and gets the hoop. Nice foul, 3-point play. Still in the first half, Aramian Hinton drives to the hoop, but it's blocked. Tamel Pearson comes up with the loose ball and goes up for a strong deuce, pulling the Leathernecks back within 2. Late first half, we're going to check in on Anthony Jones getting the ball and drives to the middle of the lane. Jones pulls up in front of the rack for 2. Nice shot over a couple of defenders there. In the end, WIU, Western, keep an eye on those Leathernecks. They hold on and beat Denver to keep that winning streak alive. WIU winning 75-69 on their home floor. Meanwhile, the Lady Trojans of Hannibal-LA-GRANGE losing at home tonight against Missouri Baptist University, 71-38. Trojans are now 1-18 overall and 0-3 in conference play. Meanwhile, in men's action in volleyball tonight, the Heart of America Athletic Conference continues to roll on. Top-seeded, top-ranked Grandview, number 1 in the country. They get by Culver-Stockton in Iowa in 3 straight sets by the scores of 25-11, 25-19, and 25-18. Culver-Stockton now 1-7 overall, 1-6 in the Heart. Grandview, a perfect 9-0 overall, and 7-0 in conference play. That's strong. Meanwhile, at John Wood Community College this evening, the Lady Blazers beat St. Louis Community College in 3 straight sets to improve their record to 4-4 on the season. Not too bad. They win 3 straight. And John Wood, their scores 25-19, 25-21, and 25-22. Hey, I love that dub. Belinda Torres, she had 11 digs for the winners tonight, while Paige Knuffman tallied 10 kills on 12 attempts Maya Furman chips in with 19 big assists. And Hannibal High's basketball standout Sydney Hart is the winner of last week's Quincy Medical Group Play of the Week top honor. The senior guard for the Lady Pirates received well over 500 votes for her outstanding play against top-ranked Monroe City on the girls' prep hardwood 2 weeks ago. The Pirates lost the game 62-40, but the steal and the hoop earned a lot of attention from local prep basketball fans across our area. Congratulations goes out to Sydney Hart from Hannibal High, no doubt about that. Good shot. Meanwhile, also in downtown Quincy earlier today, the Quincy Exchange Club was talking Cardinal baseball and taking exception to no one talking bad about those Redbirds, especially after their acquisitions, as noted baseball reporter and author Rick Hummel pointed out today. Yeah, Hummel, a proud native of Quincy and a Quincy senior high grad as well, offered some keen insight on the Cardinals and joined the exchange group via Zoom this year. Rick offered his thoughts on all the new personnel moves the Cardinals have made this offseason. Hummel believes that the Redbirds will have one of the best, if not the best, defensive teams that they've ever had on the diamond this season. Hummel likes the Cards to win the NL Central this year as well, and he thinks the Dodgers will win the NL West crown, while the Braves will reign supreme in the National League East this season. I don't know about that. Meanwhile, in the AL Central, hey, Hummel feels that those White Sox, that's Southsiders, will finish in first place. Hummel feels the Dodgers and the Yankees will make it all the way to the World Series, with the Dodgers finally winning it all. We will wait and see. Great to hear his insight. Good to see him. Hopefully we'll get a chance to talk with him more as the baseball season draws near. That will bring this Friday night high school hoops edition of Sports Extra to a close. Glad to have you back with us for the big show. We love you when you join us here. I'm Tony Cornish Jr. You can tell I'm excited, right? The entire staff's happy to have you on board. Have a great weekend. Stay warm, continue to practice social distancing, and as always, yes, have a safe night.